Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you. Midday money here on a Sunday. Here we go. 28th. Last Sunday of the month here. NFL wrapping it up. Putting a bow on the first month of the season. Crazy. You're here on the YouTube. Sean Higgs, thanks. Like, share, subscribe, notification bell on. If you're not following on the X at Mr. Sean Higgs, come give it a follow. Please post it on out. There you go. There you go. We've finally been able to stay over 5,100 followers for more than a day. So thank you for that. For those who've stuck around watching on the X World. iHeartRadio podcast after the fact. Please keep listening to the iHeart because that's why we get to read our nice little delete me ad read midway through the show. Our sponsor. I'll get to them in like 10 or 15 minutes. We'll do our little read for them. Again, follow, like, share, subscribe, notification bell. We got the Steelers. What are they up right now? I don't even know. I wasn't really paying attention a lot to the game. 24-14 here. Vikings finally scored there. I do have the Steelers minus the 125. I know it's flipped to them getting points, but when I put it out on look at lines, that's where the line was. That's where the line was. Speaking of look at lines, again, notification line. We will be back tonight with week 5 of your NFL look at lines. I did get down on just one game so far for next week. That is Minnesota versus the Browns. You want to grab that one now? You should. Jump onto that puppy. It's a good spot. Cleveland playing in Detroit, and you'll have the Vikings coming off a loss, it looks like here. Already on the other side of the world, kicking back, waiting for Cleveland to get to town from Detroit. So, good spot for them there. Sign me up with the Vikings next week. And I'll tell you what, the week after that, not that I'm rolling out huge game of the year type kind of play, but it'll be definitely a bigger play for me. The Pittsburgh Steelers, obviously, maybe coming out of a win, it looks like here, right? It would appear so. They have, again, this is 2 weeks down the road. Steelers with a bye week next week. Then, welcome Cleveland back to town with no bye week off of their Viking game. So, Detroit, England, Pittsburgh. Not a good spot. Not a good spot. Well, that's the kind of stuff you get on the Look at Line show. Anyway, let's get recapping yesterday. Boy, college football started out great. 7-1 between Thursday, Friday, Saturday early games. I'm thinking, oh boy, we're on our way to a monster college football season. And listen, the season is still good even after a 500 day yesterday. I mean, we're still hitting 57%, 48 and 37 or 56%. It's not bad, but man, I couldn't catch a break with the games. Washington, Air Force. I'm thinking, all right, Hawaii on the mainland, not a good spot for them. Nope, loser. Totals loser. Arizona didn't get there. BYU over UTEP, 2 pick sixes. Georgia, whatever. It was a losing day there. I'm annoyed. It's the worst when you start out really good. We had ECU to start the week. Super. Virginia, the over. Arizona State, Ohio, Illinois, the over. Arkansas didn't get there, but all right, we're still looking pretty good. That's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-1 going into 3:30, and all hell breaks loose. I don't get crazy, right? I say we win, we move on, have a nice season. Baseball's X, NFL, but whatever the case may be. That's just freaking annoys me. I know I don't get crazy emotional when I do my videos and stuff, but that was to say it was I'm trying to find the right word. I don't say it was a punch in the gut, but yeah, a gut punch. Frustrating to say the least. Let's get into the football today. All NFL. Baseball haven't been doing anything. Basically, listen, 19-9 this month with baseball. I haven't really been jumping into it. It's been a fun season, a winning season. I'm not complaining about my MLB. We will wrap up a nice winning year. What are we? 329, 304, something along those lines. 321 and 298. A plus season, but I'm not running. I said this like midway through. I'm not going to run and bet a bunch of huge favorites, and this team has to win for this reason. I'd rather just cool my heels, make money in NFL and college, and then move on to the playoffs, which start on Tuesday. Figure out we'll wrap up our season, and that's that. Let's get to the NFL. 10-13 with the free picks. What do you want from me? It's again, a reflection of my regular season. A lot of times the free picks are how the regular season goes. 17-17. That's where I'm at. Treading water right now. Remember, we were the same way in Major League Baseball, and how'd that work out for us? Pretty good. So 10-13, I'm not worried about it. We take dogs more often than not. A lot of favorites. We'll see how we do today, one day at a time. Again, one day is not going to hurt me. Shouldn't hurt you. Tampa Bay under 44.5. That is a premium play I put out there. Patriots minus 5.5. Titans plus 7.5. Chargers minus 6. Jaguars over 45.5. Vegas minus the 125. Cowboys plus the 7. And our teaser Tuesday plays, again, from the Tuesday lines. Tampa plus 10.5. Dallas plus 14. And the Jets plus 9.5. Nature Boys in the house. I was answering about to win our QB. I said yes, they are. Tim Earl's in the house. How bad will today hurt? Oh, what's today? If you're a Met fan, I think you got to feel good that you could beat Cabrera. At least not beat Cabrera. You should put some runs up on him. You've done it before. You hit 3 home runs off him last game. But Mania, this is the problem with the Mets. Why I took the Mets under. The pitching. Mania. That's what we're going on. Who's the other guy? Montes. Holmes is a bullpen guy who's coming into rotation. That was a problem. So, again, can they score runs off Cabrera? Yes. Will they keep enough runs off the board? I do not know. Reds are in a tough spot, though, versus Freddie Peralta. I mean, and who's going to be the Cy Young Award winner? Peralta or Sanchez? It's not Paul Skeens. Paul Skeens is Trevor Rogers with 60 more innings. Take him right out of the situation. Peralta wins today, 18-6, 2.6 ERA, 200-some strikeouts. He should be your winner. He should be your Cy Young winner. Diane's in the house. My favorite noon game today. I really like the total in Tampa Bay. They've just been playing with fire way too much. I like the under in that one. I think the Bills win by 20. I think the Bills win. But again, it would be the total. Then it would be Buffalo. Oh, boy. Here comes Jesse. He's looking for me. I was a little late, Jesse. I'm here. Mr. Number says, they'll hurt a lot, Tim Earl. They don't deserve to make it. Biggest flop in history for the Mets. Tim saying hello to Jesse. Mike saying hello to Jesse. Jesse saw Tim on ESPN. Lindor hates Soto. Yeah, sure. Lindor on his way to a 30-30 season. Right? Did Lindor get his 30-30? Or has he got a home run to go? Lindor's got his 30-30. DeSoto steal 2 bases for 40-40 today. I am late. Yes, I am. I'm late. I was late to the party. Turbo College football. I was doing game 1. UFC got me close to even with a losing day. You had a little losing day. Again, Georgia, I took it for myself, and then I was like, I was in the show. I was like, you know what? I didn't put this on the site. I was just and again, sometimes you just talk yourself into it. You do a bunch of videos. You're talking about the game and I'm like, Georgia has to win this game. I thought Kirby was a good coach. I thought maybe he was just getting outsmarted by Saban, and Saban just knew how to win and stuff like that. You losing to Deborah. I'm looking at these lines for next week. I want to take Kentucky next week. 22 points. Yeah. 22 points. Sign me up. Move to president. Yeah, I've been on Wager Talk last couple weeks doing a live show. And you come in at halftime, second half of the games. Mr. Shuley, why did you block me? Game of the year was on Bama team total over 24 at halftime. Loser. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. That's why I drink, he says. Oh, brutal. Yeah, bad days move forward. Gary's in the house. Hit Iowa State, Oregon, Auburn, and the points. Must have been the dean of college football. I mean, I had winners. I just had losers as well. What are the Steelers going to do here? Are they going to go for it 4th and 3? 3 NFL and a 3-0 NFL day in a Bama game will be ancient history, says Jesse. Jesse's looking for a 3-0 day. I'm looking for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and a Monday night. So I'm looking for a 10-0 Sunday. That'll wipe out my 8-9 or 9-10 Saturday. Anybody like Scattaboo, or is it just me? Everybody loves Scattaboo. Jesse ignores Mr. Numbers. Who's hotter than the Yankees? Here we go. No excuse to lose in the first round. The Yanks will have who? They're going to play the Red Sox in the first round, right? That's who they play in the first round? That's who they get. They get the they're going to get the Red Sox. No excuse to lose the first round. It is an excuse, though, when you've lost a bunch of games to the team. So we'll see how they fare when the pressure gets on. We know how the Yanks do when the pressure gets on versus a good team. They lose. Mr. Number said something mean to Mr. Jesse, and Mr. Jesse has thin skin. I had Bama, too. Nice winner for Gary there. NFL Chargers, first half against the Giants, yes. Rams, minus the 3 against the Colts. I got Colts, but I got a big Colts number. I got the Colts at 5.5, so 3 is not relevant there. Chiefs over the Ravens. You know I'm a Raven guy now. Raiders, Bears over. I like the Raiders. Supposed to have thick skin. Mr. Numbers wants to come in and start fights. Jesse was bullied as a child. Mr. Numbers does mean things, makes him feel sad inside. King D's in the house. T-Money's coming in hitting the like button. At least somebody is. Somebody hit the like button. Let's go to YouTube. I'm going to go to YouTube on screen number 2 here. Because screen 3 is not working properly. And I'm on screen 1 with the camera. Let's see here. We have 13 likes and 12 watching. Boy, that is greatness. You can't complain about that. You can't complain about those numbers, folks. Nope, we'll take it. We'll take those great numbers there. Excellent work. Moneyline, alternate moneyline. Markel's in the house. Mr. Numbers says only I can handle his sarcasm. I go back with the sarcasm of Mr. Numbers though. So he understands because he watches the show. Some people don't understand sarcasm if you don't watch the show and see the guy's personality and you joke with somebody. T-Mike says, I got the commies today plus money. Quinn Jackson, 70 yards receiving against a weak Giants team. Yeah. I like the Johnson prop there. Probably a TD as well. Maybe they do Gatson. Maybe him, Allen, and Gatson don't get TDs today. They're the plays today. We got them scrolling. Judge MVP runner-up to Cal Raleigh. College football did drop our top play at Georgia. I had Georgia. I mean, I had a losing day, 9-10. It looks like. I really want to take Tampa Bay. I'd like to fade the Eagles off Miracle Win, but the Bucks are off their own crazy comeback. The Bucks are off every when they have the crazy comeback. That's the problem. That's why I had the Jets last week. But the Eagles are also a team. They're not throwing the ball well. They're not playing crisp ball. They're like Kansas City in a Super Bowl run. This is the way Eagles are playing now. Like, we'll win. Win by 3. The half point might be worth it. I'm not a half point kind of guy. I'm like, hey, 3.5, you should win by 10. 7.5, you should win by 20. No, the 3 could be big here. This game could be 23-20. Dumpster Raleigh folded and couldn't break the record. Judge MVP hands down. He folded. Yeah. Oh, boy. Mr. Numbers makes me want to drown myself for being a Yankee fan. Be a Mets fan or Red Sox fan. Mr. King of the nursing home. T-Money is alive. Yes, he is alive. Texas Roadhouse today. A little lunch at the Texas Roadhouse. 13th birthday. Happy birthday. Fun age. I got a 15-year-old girl. Oh, boy. Oh, brother. Hello, Mark L. from Mr. Numbers. I don't know if I have another day like I did Saturday or Sunday. I won't. I went 0-8. Oh, my goodness. Listen. It happens. There's no shame in having a bad day, T-Money. That's how you know you're a real player. You're going to have a bad day. You know what makes a good day, though? I'm going to let you know here. Because Delete Me will make it easy, quick, and safe to remove your personal data online at a time when surveillance and data breaches are common enough to make everyone vulnerable. What are data brokers? Well, your data is a commodity. Your name, contact information, social security number, home address, even information about your family members could all be compiled by data brokers and sold online. The New York Times Wirecutter has named Delete Me their top app for data removal services. And I will say this, and I do mention this sometimes. I have the X, YouTube, IG. I'm just, hey, check me out. I'm at Circa. I'm at Stadium Swim. I'm in AC here. I'm at a sports book. I got an online presence. I get it. Privacy, though, is important. I got kids. You want the privacy. Identity theft, harassment, doxing, all out there. If you don't know, if it hasn't happened to you, probably happened to somebody you know. Delete Me can help. So take control of your data and keep your private life private by signing up for Delete Me. Now the special discount for the listeners. It's right here, right on the screen as well. Get 20% off your Delete Me plan when you go to joindeleteme.com/hit and use promo code HIT at checkout. The only way to get 20% off is to go to joindeleteme.com/hit, HIT, and enter HIT at checkout. That's joindeleteme.com/hit, code HIT, HIT at checkout. joindeleteme.com/hit. Support the sponsor and the channel. Delete Me. joindeleteme.com. There you go. Who signed up for Delete Me? Someone better have. Let's get back to our comments here. We were talking about Mr. Numbers hitting a bad run with college footies or NFL last week. It happens. Kenny says, bless everyone in their bets today. Look at lines tonight. I will be back. Look at lines. Vikings punch it in here. 24-21. Make it interesting. There. Mets will be the biggest flop in history. Let's hope they choke. I don't know how that's the biggest flop in history. I think just Can we say I'd venture to say this year I think the Tigers losing the Central Division is probably a bigger flop. I don't know. I mean, and if you're a Met fan, I've seen them not make the playoffs years past with Willie like choking down the stretch. I mean, the Yankees were up 3-0 and lost the series to the Red Sox in the AL Championship Series. That's a bad flop. T-Mike says, King, do you know you're having 12 shots of Jaeger, 6 Bud Lights, and a margarita on rocks with 2 lime wedges? Should the Brew Crew let Peralta go more than 5 innings? So they have the bye week. You know, they're off. You got the Cubs are playing, Tuesday? Why wouldn't they let him pitch a little here? You're not – and here's the thing. Like, you want the bye week because it's like, hey, I can set up my pitching staff. But on the same token, you come in playing good ball or bad ball. You know, like, if you're, say, the Yankees, you don't want – you want Toronto to win today. You almost want to lose today, as stupid as that sounds, right? You've won 7 in a row. You won 10 and 11. They're red hot. Do you want to really take a week off when you're playing good baseball? I mean, who's hot in the NL? Dodgers 8-2, won 4 in a row. Padres 7-3. The Padres will keep playing. The Reds want to play. Like, the Reds are dangerous. The Reds win today. That's what, 9-10. The Brewers are in a tricky situation. They got the best record. They got nothing to do with it. I say you let them pitch. Happy birthday to your daughter there from T-Money. We got the Texans in Survivor. Let's get them out of the way. They have to win this game. Oh boy, the Texans in Survivor. I understand. Titans look like crap. I thought that Mr. Numbers' take on MVP was crazy, but I just checked the odds and Judge is favored to win the MVP now. How's it possible? So the other day, Judge was like he was favored to win, and then Raleigh got to 58 or whatever, and then his odds swept up to where Judge was plus 120. You know, listen, Judge, he's got his 55 homers. He's got the 320 batting average. I get it. Now the fact that they're going to, if Toronto loses, they win the division. My thing was I got Raleigh, who's hitting 60. I got him on a division winner, and I got him in a catcher position. A switch hitter to boot. Like, the catcher position and whatever. OBS, is Judge the best player? Yes. We know this. Will the Yankees still win games if Judge is not playing? Yeah, they would, because they got a $300 million payroll. You know, let's give Raleigh his due and an MVP. He's not – you take him out of that lineup, they are not winning the AL West. You take Judge out of the lineup, the Yankees are still in the playoffs. They've done that before. There's that. And for him to come in and then want to say, well, we got the WAR and wins above replacement. Bro, well, how come those wins matter? But when it comes to pitching wins, oh, no, they don't matter. They don't matter. It's Paul Skeens. No, he's not. He's not saying. He's Trevor Rogers with 70 more innings than Trevor Rogers. Peralta is your Cy Young Award winner. He wins today. He's 18 wins, 200-some strikeouts on the best team in baseball. Cy Young, thank you very much. You're a last-place guy who can't win a game. I don't want to hear the Pirates can't hit. Cleveland has the worst offense in baseball, and they're a freaking division winner. Screw the Pirates and Paul Skeens. He is not the Cy Young. Not the Cy Young winner. And Judge has a good year. I get it. Listen, you'll be happy. And then you could hang your Aaron Judge MVP banner in the outfield with no World Series banner, and you can put it right next to your banner with Luka and LeBron as being a March champion, trade champions. Lonzo got a homer in his last game as a Met. I can see him hit a home run today. Him and Lindor Soto, I would just do run ribbies, homers, stolen bases. Well, not a stolen base for Alonso, but you get it. I knew you meant the Mets. Soto's dying for 40-40. Even if they lose, he wants it. Doesn't care about winning. Yeah, he's terrible. Terrible player. 40-40 guy. T-Wayne says, probably so, Tim, but heck, you could take half the team today. Same with the Yanks, and the Reds should be on high alert. I mean, the Reds are it's a tough one there. And again, how, like Jesse said, do you let Peralta go 5 innings in this game? Or do you just say, you know what, screw it, let's just take him out. He's home. Nice standing ovation for the nice season. Thank you, Peralta, for a very regular season. Let's get ready for the playoffs. Where the Reds got something to prove here. Reds got something to prove. Gotta love it. How about my Royals going to lose my win total, 82.5, because their pitcher, Cole Raggins, has been out the entire year. Thank you for that. Thank you when they win today, 82, and I lose by half. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Thank you. T-Mike says, Mr. Number, stop talking, please. The only guy has a World Series. The guy only has a World Series. I'm not even that high on him, like Sean is, but you're talking crazy. Good to see you, Team Money. I need one after the Georgia loss. Yeah, well, that Georgia was terrible. Cursed out the TV, Georgia. Hey, listen, we'll get to Georgia. I mean, we're going to get to it. We talked about it earlier. What? Again, I was blinded by my own thought and rhetoric on Kirby Smart being better than DeBoer. And I thought you'd win that game. And you know what? I joked and said in the past, like, oh, Alabama's losing with no Saban. And here it is, right? Other teams pay for players. Maybe before it was only Alabama, maybe getting a little something extra, or Georgia or whoever. Now you see who's getting all these recruiting classes. A lot of money going around. And where that hurts now with these Georgia and Bama teams, and I'll throw Ohio State in there a little bit. I don't know what their kind of thing is. I had Washington yesterday. I was getting the 8 points. I was happy. The paying of the nil really crushes the depth of these teams. Where you just have another guy come in, I don't think that is the case now. I think that guy's going to take more money to go play somewhere else, even if it's at crap school, because you could go every year move. We finished up 3,700 on a Soto stolen base props. Everyone's welcome for that prop. Gave it out here to Miss Figgy. It was September 2nd, Mr. Numbers. You said, hey, Soto wants to go for 40-40. I said, interesting. Interesting. At that point, he had like 27 or whatever the case may be, maybe even a little less. Then I said, you know what? Let's look at Lindor here, Mr. Numbers. He's in line for a 30-30. Let's double these cats up. And it paid off. And then by I want to say like midweek, second week, the home runs really started to come in, right? We started going into like dabbling a little home run kind of prop with the guys or run ribby props because you knew one of them was going to hit a home run. Someone was stealing a base and the other guy was hitting a home run. So you knew if you even did a run ribby, you're going to get some plus money on stuff. It was a nice run there with the Soto Lindor stuff for sure. And that, I personally sprinkled in some Alonso when he had that hot week and a half, hitting some homers as well. So first plus money bets of your life. I don't know if it was the first plus monies, but let's be honest. He is a man who likes to lay minus 1400s. Best prop in history. We'll see. Jesse goes 3-0. He's 18-3 with NFL. 18-3 with NFL, Jesse? I mean, I don't know. I think 15-6 is pretty good if you go 0-3. I mean, what are we talking about here? Yeah, I mean, 2-1, you're 17-4, and you're complaining. We know the Yankees folded under pressure. They made it to the World Series last year. Good call, Higgy. Yeah, and I thought the Yankees would win the World Series last year when they got there. See, here's the thing, Mr. Numbers. I come on and I'm predicting things out. Like I think how things are going to play out, a la the Baltimore Orioles in first place, not going for a pitcher, right? You bring in Charlie Moore in. Now, Trevor Rogers was hurt. He looks great this year. So when I'm thinking the Yankees are going to have problems getting to the World Series last year, that was in July based on the fact that I got a team in first place with the best farm system in baseball. You'd think they'd make a trade. And that's what the show is. Right? I'm talking about like kind of like, oh, this could happen here. And then when it's time to talk playoff baseball and the Yankees, and you're facing a Dodger team who was I on the Dodgers all year? I said to take the Dodgers under and the Yankees under 2 years in a row, and it's cash. Well, the Yankees might actually screw me here with a win today and kill my 93.5. All that being said, the Dodgers are rolling out bullpen days with guys coming and pitching an inning or two. Why wouldn't I go for a team that had 5 starting pitchers for 4 games? But your buddy Aaron Judge is a choke artist in the postseason. He turns into a pumpkin. He drops fly balls. He strikes out and generates enough money for like a wind farm. But yes, yeah, things change. You can change your opinion on a game when people get hurt. I could say at the beginning of year XYZ, and I do say XYZ. Here, I like the Yankees under win total. Does that mean they're not going to make the playoffs? I take an under win total. Does that mean I can't bet a Yankee one day? No. Kansas City, over. Detroit, over. Arizona, over. Brewers, I said under Brewers. Now look at the Brewer team. I'm like, this is the craziest team ever. Reds over, got that. I mean, what the heck? That is what the show is. I come in, tell you what I like for long term. Doesn't mean you have to bet the same team every single day. Markel's hitting a like button. Appreciate it. 7 likes said, well, that was 11:22. Wait, 7 likes? No. Because I went there and no, we're at 17 likes with 16 people watching. We're really doing well right now. Interception, game is over. That's it, right? Wentz deep pass there, intercepted. That should do it for the game here, I believe. Would that be a 24-21 win? I mean, no timeouts left. That should do it. Mr. Number 10, like button, thank you. NBA's coming around the corner. No betting allowed. What are we doing betting? Hey, who's playing today? I don't know. This guy, we're in load management days on October 29th. Freak the NBA. Joke. Homers today. Nah, I'm not getting in. It's NFL Sunday. You're running into the last game of the year. I don't know if guys are going to play. Guys might get 2 at-bats. This is the thing with the last day of the year. Boston Red Sox are in the playoffs. Are guys going to come in? Who's this lineup today for Boston? Who's got incentives? Duran, is he going to hit 4 homers to get to 20 homers and drive in 17 runs for 100 ribbies today? No. Trevor Story might play. He's got 96 ribbies. Maybe he wants to drive in 100 runs. Like, where's the motivation? I think this is where guys come in, they get a nice clap for the season. Maybe not for a Red Sox team going to playoffs, but the A's against the Royals, Giants, Rockies, Phillies, the Nets, even the Yanks. They'll get a playoff game here. Angels, what? Angels, Astros. Do you think what is the line in that game? I might have to say take the Angels at 3:00 today. Where is the? Let me pull up MLB lines here because I got college football up. I'm trying to see where we're going early here. Angels as an underdog. Where is the? What do the Astros got today? You missed the playoffs for the first time in 8 years. They motivated to play today? Hope the Rams O-line is healthy. This total makes me seem like something is up in Denmark here with a 50 line, 49.5, 50. It was 46.5, and I thought that was high. Oh, wait, it wasn't intercepted. It was reversed. Okay, I thought it was an interception. They reversed the call. And again, I'm way behind in the comments, so I don't know. Take the Juan Solo homer. He loves meaningless home runs. The Steelers game is wild right now. That was from 20 minutes ago, so I'm a little bit behind in the comments section. A little bit behind in the comments. How's the Viking Steelers game not over yet? Pip blows it on 4th and goal. Addison takes it 70 yards, and this will be a big-time collapse for the Steelers. The Steelers, again, when I took this game, like, it was based on they're playing in New England and Minnesota's in Minnesota. And Carson Wentz had a nice day. But are you really ready to trust them in a second start versus a better team than the Saints? Solo base 220. Listen, Mr. Numbers, it had dropped ridiculously. And I had it, again, since the second we went in here, we said it on this show. I went on Sports Grid, I said it. I went on Wager Talk, I said it. I went on countless other free pick videos and said the Soto Lindor stolen base prop is a moneymaker. Get ready for the new Tom Brady, Jackson Dart. Yeah, here we go. New attitude. We're going to have the new attitude Giants now. Trying to find a number for Danny Dimes to throw a pick. It's out there. Don't call him Danny Dimes because Mr. Numbers will tell you he's now called Indiana Jones from his sources. Biggest problem makes them a bigger flop. How can you not make it? Joke. I guess go to big payroll makes you a flop. In fairness, Franklin Penn State never has a top 5 recruiting class. Doesn't make a difference, bro. How does it make a difference? Can you win a game? I see teams. Have we seen top 10 teams get upset by teams that don't have a top 5 recruiting class, Gary? Yes. Mr. Number says no way Peralta goes more than 5 innings in a meaningless game. Pay attention. Again, 5 innings, sure, get the win. But on the same token, though, Peralta isn't it not going to pitch till next week? Don't want a week off. Don't want the division. Yanks hot. Let's go. Well, that's the thing. Yanks are hot. You want to keep playing. They're playing good ball. I mean, they're already locked into their spot because they lose unless Toronto loses today. But honestly, it's like you want to keep playing. If you're a real Yankee fan, you remember Mariano Duncan. We come today, we play today, we win. Right? We play today, we win. That's how we do. That's what he said. Not breaking record will cost Riley the MVP. He's in 240 versus batting title and 50 homers. Yeah, but he has 60 homers. And he's a catcher. And he's a switch hitter. And he's got more RBI. And he's on a team that he led to the playoffs with a low payroll. If the Mets payroll is, in your mind, says that they're a big flop, Seattle, with a payroll a lot less than the Yanks, has the MVP with their 60 home run, 130 ribby guy who's a switch hitting catcher. I give it to Cal. Not biased and such. I don't know if we'd make the playoffs, but Cal is more important to Seattle than that's. Yes, and that's the thing. Like, and Team Money, I'm going to use you as an example to Mr. Numbers here with me saying Rowley should be MVP over Judge. You first start coming in here, and I'd say, "Oh man, you mentioned game." Like, "Oh, I don't know about that." You know, I didn't bet it, and we'd have discussions on the X in Messenger, like, "Oh well, you thought I was just coming after you because I didn't bet that game, right?" I mean, you remember Team Money. We've had our conversations. But that's the thing. Like, just because I don't like or I think Cal Rowley should be the MVP, it's not that Judge is garbage. He's a multi-MVP guy. He's going to hit 300 and hit 50 homers. Yeah, you're in MVP conversations every year. Besides the fact that you're playing on the Yankees who spend the second most money next to the Dodgers. So you should be in MVP conversation. Put up those numbers. But can we say, Cal Raleigh, okay, listen, Judge is on a team that has payrolls $100 million more. The dude is a catcher. Like, how isn't that like a huge I don't know, maybe because I played catcher when I was young, as a kid. That's a tough-ass position. To get up there and drill 60 free. What was the last catcher hitting 300 and hitting 40 homers? 340. And I'm told today, in today's day and age, that average doesn't matter. So, yeah, Judge's average is great. 240 is league average. I'll tell you what's our league average, 60 homers and 130 RBI. That ain't league average. Last I checked, that's not league average. Carolina is done from catcher position historic. It'll be robbery if he doesn't win it. And that's the thing. Like it's the catcher position. It has to be weighted out more than the outfield guy. Go to bed or to court. A robbery. Judge winning isn't robbery, but I give it to Cal just off the fact. Okay, well, it's not robbery, but it's still it's a all-time season out of a catcher position. A team that hasn't been whatever. It's 6 1, half dozen the other. They're gonna say, look at the on base and the average and this and that. I'm just gonna be like, the dude is a switch hitting catcher. You take him off that team, Seattle is not winning the division and going to the playoffs. We've seen Judge be out and the Yankees make the playoffs. What are we talking about here? Don't be jinxing the Mets home runs today. I'm sorry. Mets, Jays, Reds, Yanks, 750 parlays. How does it lose? They have to win. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they have to win. Doesn't every team have to win every single day? Isn't that kind of like the name of the game? Unless you're Paul Skeens, then you don't have to win. You just got to come out and strike out 8 guys in 5 innings. Clearly the best team. Obviously, you didn't watch Ohio State play yesterday. They're not the best team. Great win. Impressive. You go to a place that a team that won 29, 30 straight games. I'm not sold on Ohio State. I'm not sold on Ohio State. Who do they got this week, Ohio State? We got lines coming up here. Is Ohio State on the board next week? I'll tell you what. Florida plus 7.5 versus Texas. I might be taking that. Notre Dame 17.5. How about this Notre Dame kid at quarterback? You want to take a little future on this guy for a little Heisman? Even with the losses, he's got to throw a lot of touchdown passes. Ohio State 23.5 over Minnesota next week. Georgia's one catch away from probably winning it. Bama's not all that. Listen, I'm not a Bama guy. I had Bama week 1. I'm like, this is not Alabama. Oregon is a team that handle Penn State pretty well. I could probably get behind Oregon. Again, that's a huge win. Bigger win than Ohio State in Washington. Because the Penn State was number 1 to start the year. We got a quarterback. Look at this. I'm going to give the edge to Oregon over Ohio State right now. Absolutely. 1,000% right. Now, one team in the country has a lot of depth like years past outside Ohio State. And even exactly, man. These guys, what made them great for so long was you kept a guy, you redshirted him. Why would you want to go somewhere else? Nobody was paying. A couple guys probably got paid. Let's be honest. Would you rather go play for North Texas or Texas? You want to go play in the MAC or be a bench guy for 2 years, maybe 3 years in Alabama or Georgia or some other Ohio State or some big school to get drafted? Now, give me the money. I'll take the money and dominate in the MAC or the Sun Belt or the Mountain West for 2 years and then take a bigger payday and go play somewhere else. So the depth ain't there for these teams. Still need 1 more yard, it's over. The Viking season is over, says Snyder. So the Viking season is over. What happened? Who got hurt that the Viking season is now over? I think the Viking season was over when you let Sam Darnold go. That was when the season was over. When you let a guy who was 14-3 out the door because you think that a Guys never thrown a pass in the NFL is going to be great. I think we've seen this play out all over the place. You're Minnesota. Did you not play the Bears the last few years with young quarterbacks and who are developing in Trubisky and Fields and Caleb Williams, and you thought this guy's going to come in and be good? San Fran laughing. 15-3 run. Not a bad run in NFL. Rodgers is such a puss. He couldn't sneak for a yard. I don't understand how you can't get a yard when you're a quarterback. 0 sense to me. Put me in. Put me in 51. I'll get you a yard. No doubt about it. I'm getting you that yard. Markel, Buckeye Nation. Mr. Numbers, he says, when you go on Wager Talk today, tell them to stop blocking people who question their picks. How much do you bet on a single game bet, Jesse? Probably varies a little bit. Only way my Yanks win is if it's Stanton, either Jazz or Belly steps up and gets hot. If not, we won't make it that far, and all Mr. Numbers can take his pills and eat his oatmeal. You need somebody, and I'm a Belly guy. I like Bellinger. I think he's a good guy. I like Bellinger. Yanks should re-sign him. Mr. Numbers, you can't question anything. Wager Talk, they know it all. I was calling Gianni out. Right now, everyone got butt hurt. They are thin-skinned. I don't have a problem with people calling me out on my record, but when they are using bogus information, I can't properly defend myself. The whole chat attacked me. I had to drop out of the location. In the Wager Talk chat, somebody posted records. I figured it was accurate. Jesse hasn't been on Wager Talk that long. Yeah, I love the NBA. Listen, I'll defend Jesse because I've been on sites with him a long time. The records are there. Now, Wager Talk, he's only been there, a year? Year and a half on that site? I sprinkled Vikings money line plus 450. Almost at it. Donation. Jesse's a good guy, San Fran Niner fan. I will give him the benefit of the doubt about the false information. Let me know something, Mike B. Instead of donating to the books for the live 450. Brave baseball, a good bet today here. Where's that Atlanta? Against the Pirates. Charlie Morton in his retirement performance. Sure. Again, though, do I want to lay? I mean, what's Atlanta laying today? $2 with Charlie Morton? Give me the over. Nathan says he's not Danny Dimes, he's Danny Nichols. He thinks he's Danny Nichols on the road today. Here we go, Indiana Jones. Pay attention, people. How much can it honestly make betting a single game, or can you make on a single game or prop? I mean, listen, I know cats who move a lot of money on bets. Now, do I spread mine out over 3-4 places to get action now? But I mean, San Fran, I come in here, I'm like, I put a prop in, and even me on a PPH, I got a $100 limit on the player prop. $100. Some I could do a little more, $300. That's what makes it difficult to grind out. That's why I'm like, I'll just grind away. And when I'm at a bet bash telling people I make X amount of dollars a year betting, I'm like, oh, that's it. Well, I'm one person. I'm not a syndicate group. I'm grinding away. Some sites doing a $100 prop or $100. Well, not $100 straight bet, but you know what I'm saying. Yep, exactly. You see, listen, and you guys, Marco, you're using like legit sites. I mean, I have a site that is, I don't mention the name of it. It's not a big brand name site. It's a little site, and it's $100. That's what they gave me. Donate the Vikings money line. That's it. $450. Hey, why? It was worth a shot. Put $100 on it. Vikings have been cooked. Reason why they never win anything. They won 14 games last year, so they covered. Again, I look at it as, are you winning me money the day I'm betting on you? I don't care about what they did the last 5 years. I had Pittsburgh today. I'm happy. Pittsburgh going into their bye week. I'm going to have Pittsburgh in a week against Cleveland at home, 6.5. I bet it. Let's go Pittsburgh. I'm not going to worry about, well, they won for me last week. Huh? You got to be able to separate things, San Fran. Likes the Saints today. I bet the Bills. Time for a scrambled egg sandwich on toast, whole wheat. Look at this. Mr. Numbers using good luck to all unless you're against me. He's using a Detroit Lenny unless you're against me. And then he's pulling out Scott Pritchard, see the catch here. I miss doing videos with Scott Pritchard. Let's say, Fred, how is that funny? NFL team getting a load of points and not super good, Sean. We're on the same page. Team total 27.5. Who's this for? Is that the Lions? Is that a Lions or a Tiger? Or is that a Bengal? I don't even know what animal that is. It's tough to tell on my screen here. It was hilarious. Daily bets who's going to score. For, who's that, the Saints game? It's around that time Kamara goes on vacation for 6 to 8 weeks. Hold on a second, dude. Am I saying what are we talking about here? I don't like the Saints, San Fran. Why do you think I like the Saints? I don't like the Saints. Now, this is for T-Money, who says it's a lot of points in the NFL. Yes, 14.5 is a lot of points. Soto Stone base prop is a scam. Well, I disagree because we had it in here for 2 straight weeks and it made $2,000. And we haven't used it in a while. I haven't put a player prop up in a week and a half here, I don't think. Anytime touchdown is Jonnu Smith. Who's Jonnu Smith on now? Is he on page? I don't even know who he plays with. Braves minus 150, minus the 1. He's just doing over. Team total even. Team total. Good luck, Markel. Yeah, look at line tonight. 2 field goals for the Chargers. Book it. I'll do over field goals with you in the Charger game. I think they score. I think they score. Not gonna get me off of that one. Well, man, the game is starting. Here we go. Well, whoa, Delete Me's coming up right now. Thank you. Go to joindeleteme.com. Let's get these out one last time here. Tampa Bay under 44.5. Patriots minus 5.5. Titans plus a 7.5. Chargers minus a 6. Jaguars over 45.5. Vegas minus the 125. Cowboys plus 7. There you have it. That's your Sunday action here. Back for look headlines tonight. Hope to see everybody here. I think I loaded up for like 9 o'clock Eastern time. We'll see what time halftime rolls around. Probably closer to 9:30. Who we kidding? I'll adjust the time. I'll adjust the time frame for everybody. I hope to see everybody later. Good luck in your bets.